Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running to the left. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Diggs. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Makes the catch, it's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The give to the tailback. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Strickland. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking for space. It's Robinson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Turning it on! Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. This quarterback part of their running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw at Simmons. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Wallace. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the run.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gives it to the back on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Complete to the right. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Diggs. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The give is to Taylor. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Throwing right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. He'll do it himself on the draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Got a man, it's Diggs. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Stribling. At the 40, there he goes. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Finds his man. It's Taylor. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sure hands, it's Cobb. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll let it go to the left. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he puts through the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going deep. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Oh, they're after him. On target over the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action Option fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and keep the drive alive.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. QB draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Snares it outside. It's Diggs.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Rebels are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got a good one going here, all tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense offense on third down. Got a man. It's Diggs. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
To throw, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Diggs. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's dribbling. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
With the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Cobb. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The run from the shotgun. Finding an escape route. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Receiver on the move gets the touchdown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Simmons. And they can't make the connection. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Lee. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge 4th down play. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak. Everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the 1st down.
The Rebels are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Diggs. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
That's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Turning it on. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Auburn. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Simmons. With the catch, it's Haas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to ride this running back.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Corners are walked up tight. That's caught. It's Lee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Simmons. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And how about that on fourth down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thomas. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.